winning period. But God says, all I need you to do is my will. When you do my will does something for you that nothing else can do. Because in that same passage, some of you may have missed it, there was the word received. Received the promise. Now, when you think about the word receive, the first thing that comes to mind is I won't have to go get it. What I need is going to come to me. So as we're waiting, God gives us the ability to choose whether or not we're going to do his will. So sometimes when I've learned and become willing to do his will, I say, Lord, I might not have a whole lot of money, but your will says that if I pay my tithe, you'll open up the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing. So now that I'm doing the will, God comes in, and when God comes in, he moves the promise. Y'all ain't gonna catch this. So God says, oh, they doing my will. So they're single. So they don't sell their body just to pay the rent. They don't have to have a sugar daddy and be a weekend hooker just to have a month's rent. But because they learned to do my will, God says, I move the promise just a little bit closer. Y'all ain't gonna get this. There are times when I want to throw in the towel, but the will of God says, in my spirit I shall live